heard me talk about Anything Goes, which is the Cole Porter song years ago, when silk stockings were very shockings. Now it's Money Matters or Black Lives Matter. It's really Nothing Matters. We're in the Nothing Matters time. Money matters, it's true. It does matters too much. But that's a degree of judgment. You know, I'm starting to now come to the place where I believe that what we've done is build a wall between our heads. You know, the separation is in our heads, but that's okay because a lot of us really need to have that wall up there. Oh man, whatever. You shouldn't say everything you think, but we do. We do that now. See, this all started with the shock jock that I was years ago, and also furthered by Howard Stern and on radio and the Beat and TMZ and everything that people do, the talk, the View. All these things are indictments against someone or something, and finding fault with people. You know, pointing the finger. You did that wrong. And that's what we're living off of. We're living off of gossip. That's what we do. What the news is gossip. It's not really news anymore. It's who did what to whom and why and how. It's just the way we are right now. And even having dinner as a press secretary. Can you imagine a press secretary going to dinner and they throw her out of the restaurant? So she has to have Secret Service. What? We're hiring the Secret Service to follow the press secretary around? She doesn't do anything. She makes no judgments on anything. She's not allowed to have an opinion. She's only a messenger, and that's what we're doing. We shoot the messenger. She is the messenger. We've had a lot of press secretaries. They all, most of them have talk shows on TV now. You don't want to not have them eat, or they're going to get on their show and talk about you. Yeah, it's a gossip world we live in, and people are afraid of gossip because they know that it takes the paint off of furniture. Gossip is very destructive, and we live very curiously on the edge between Republicans and Democrats. I don't know why. What are we separating for? You know, that's the wall that has to come down. Now, I'll tell you something. If the press secretary cannot go out and eat, she's going to have to send out. But if you send out, the people who deliver the food are on the other side of the wall, so you're not going to eat. Don't pick on them. And if they ever start to put glass in the food like they did in the 15th century, then you're going to have a lot of really bleeding hearts. See, this is not a good time for acting out. People think they can do anything they want. Like I said, anything goes? No, nothing matters. There's no consequences, there's no responsibility, no accountability, there's no families. You know, you used to get beat up by your mother or your father after the neighbors did a job on you, and the lady next door took good care of me before my father got home and beat me up. That was it. We don't have that neighborhood thing anymore because we're all very isolated, separated. You know, separation is what's doing it. And the cell phone stuff doesn't help us any. It's put us together and separated us simultaneously. You know, I mean, you can be put together and set apart just by that little instrument. And now the newest thing is coming out. Oh, you're waiting for this one now. The earplugs, the air drops that are coming out that Apple is going to try to make another marketplace out of. They're going to pick up everything. They'll pick up your brain waves. And that's where we're going. We're in a world now of, what do they call it now? Fake intelligence, not fake news. This is artificial intelligence. And what we're going to do is we're going to have that determine how we believe, what we think, and where we should go based on that information. Whoa. This is all, the head should never be allowed to control the rest of the body. It gets you in trouble. It's a double agent. It tells you you're too fat and you've had too much food, and it tells you that you really should eat more at the same time. That's the head. You can't listen to your head. Fire it. Get rid of that committee up there and tell them to go home. They're living in your head rent-free. Artificial intelligence? Well, I've had it all my life. I wish we had some sort of an answer to give you on this broadcast, but I don't have any one-liner to tell you. I just tell you that nothing matters. So make it up, move along, do what you got to do, And don't pay any attention to what I just said. Oh, that's the beginning of artificial intelligence.